What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Perry's Politics today. And today, normally we'll get right into politics and talk about who's on the cabinet. Over the weekend, we know Pete Hegseth got voted in, and most of his all of his cabinet members have gotten voted in so far because nobody's actually taking the time out to go against Trump. The congressmen, the senators, and when one dude like Mitch McConnell over the weekend, they want to go against, but they'll make sure they got the votes to push it through. So they scared as hell. That's what's happening with the cabinet. As far as they don't roll back equal opportunity, maybe we'll get into that tomorrow. And what else happened? Oh, I want to get into all these raids today. What's going on the streets? Not so much in the White House, the crack house, or whatever you want to call it, but really find out what's happening on the streets. They out there with cameras and everything. So, what's up, Sherelle? What's up, Pops?
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. Pretty much just what's happening on the streets and the madness of it all. Now you got people who voted for Trump. Now they're regretting they voted for Trump, crying. And the crazy thing, like my wife said, well, I ain't worried about it. I'm taking the next 4 years off. And I was like, damn, that's a little tough. But I think I finally came around to get it. I do feel bad for somebody getting mistreated. But what people are feeling is, look, they getting what the hell they voted for. And we could say they was naive or whatnot. Most of these people who voted for Trump probably could not give you one reason. If you call them up, one reason why they voted for him. Besides, he's going to make America great again. No, he's going to deport people asses out of here. And by their judgment of voting on this shit, it's causing other minorities problems. Rolling back equal opportunities, DEI, all this other shit affect us and women's rights. So I can no longer feel sorry for them. I don't like how shit gonna go down because I think it's possible that they could secure the border properly and do it in a humane way. Like they could do that, and then for the people here, try to find something to make them citizens. You know what I'm saying? And nobody got no problem with criminals being shipped out. Like we ain't got no problem with criminals being arrested here. If you from another country, I don't got a problem with your ass being shipped back. Where you from? So what you guys think about that? My open statement about, do y'all care if people get shipped out? Because most people want to say, oh, y'all want to just let everybody just come in. No, we don't want the criminals here. But they out there acting like we just getting rid of criminals. No, hell, you're not. You picking up all kind of people. Working people. You got people scared to go to work now. People are scared to go to work. People farms in California are suffering. They workers ain't showing up. But would you, if you show up and they got a bus out there waiting on you? Walmarts, different stores are empty. They talking about having raids at Home Depot. I'm gonna show you a case later on in this show where they're at Walmart. So people are getting what the hell they voted for, and they'll come back and say, oh, well, now we just getting rid of criminals. This guy did this. This guy did that. Well, if you're going to move all of them, let us know what all of them did. Don't come and point out 5 out of 1,000 and say what their record was. But that's how they want to play it. Pops, you got any feelings on what I said?
So far? I agree with you, what you said. But it's just too bad that people didn't wake up before they voted for him. I don't know what they were thinking about, but they done it now. So they got 4 years. I think he might try to stay in office. He studied hitting like he ain't gonna leave.
Right. So,
well, I made my stance the last time I came on your show. I really don't give a damn. That's what they wanted. And there was a girl crying. Did you see this, Perry? Black people, we really need your help. No, you don't. I can't help you. I'm sorry. You should have told your family to vote where your ass don't get deported. They're going in schools, they're going to hospitals. I mean, they showed empty farms. They had to shut down the citrus farm in Central California because no workers showed up. They
Yeah.
Donald Trump said that those were black jobs. Are y'all gonna head over there and help out? Y'all black.
Well, just
Is
send
that
the
what
black.
he said? The
Yeah.
black jobs.
Those are black jobs.
You
Those
should
are
send the
black
blacks that
jobs.
voted for Trump.
I mean, when I wanted to support the Latinos, they didn't want it. They went and voted them in. Latinos for Trump. Okay, there you go. Now they crying. Did y'all see Selena Gomez crying? They are crying. What are we gonna do? I don't know what you're gonna do, but we over here worried about Martin Luther King Day and DEI, and y'all handle y'all problems, and I'll handle ours, because that's how they wanted. They wanted it divided. And I really meant that. I wasn't speaking out of anger. When I found out that Latinos voted them into office and actually heard their people say they wanted Trump for president because we want people to come in the right way, then we were like, okay, then whatever happens, you want it to happen. I don't know why you crying now. No, you will not get the black support. We're over here trying to stop him from trying to defame and act like Martin Luther King's vision wasn't a good vision. So, drop those MLK sealed records. I want to see those. We know he was a womanizer, just like you. So, if he wants to tear down Martin Luther King, we're prepared to do so with his ass.
Yeah. And Martin Luther King could have been a cheater, and that's what they have said, but he didn't take it. And they say, oh, look at Martin Luther King. He did this. Yeah, there's a lot of cheaters, and I don't condone it. But the guy we got in office goes out and take it. He takes it. Grab him by the cooch. Do any fucking thing, but people still voted for him. And Sherelle, I'm gonna tell you this. I thought you was harsh. I was like, maybe she just angry in a moment. I thought you was harsh when you said, I don't give a damn. But it took me, I don't know, a week or so, maybe longer, to come to the idea, yeah, no, I understand what people saying. That's what the fuck you voted for.
I'm not harsh because, Perry, you were with us. There was a lot of Democrats saying, listen, you have to vote in your favor. You have to vote what's best for you. And him, the inhumane way that he's deporting people, it's inhumane. No, threatening Colombia. Now they're all shipping over to Colombia because he threatened them with the tariffs and something probably else that we don't know about. He's just turning into the world's biggest bully.
Right. I mean, for sure. And that's what they want him to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, he want to be a damn dictator. They want this white supremacist leader. That's what the hell they got in Trump. And all his followers are like a cult. Hopeful thinking, you'd think, I hope they see this affect everybody. But when you're in a cult like that, sometimes you'd never see it. You would never.
I don't think he's going to leave peacefully.
Huh?
I don't think he's going to leave peacefully. When the next election, he's going to do something because he's studying hitting.
Right.
He's going into schools. That's despicable. You are children. This will scar a child. He's going into schools with the military with those big machine GUN strapped across. That's ridiculous. Yeah. These are children. He's deporting legal citizens. You can't control where you were born. He's just ridiculous. And I'm not mad at all Latinos, just the ones that voted for him. And now, how do they feel now? They're crying. He's taking whole families. So they were showing them, putting them on those big military airplanes, and they were crying, going in there. I told myself I'm gonna be strong, and I'm not gonna care because I'm so upset that they voted him in the office. That's what's wrong with me. I'm upset.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm with you now. I mean, like I said, At first, I was like, it's harsh because I don't like to see nobody mistreated, regardless of race. Nobody. So I was
Nobody.
like, damn, maybe things happen. They shouldn't be treated that way. But I guess when they went to that damn voting booth, they didn't give a damn about the things we was gonna lose when they voted for his ass. And if you ask any one of them, they cannot probably tell you one damn thing why they voted for him besides a dream. A dream that they can wake up and he president and now their life is better. Sometimes people, you got to just take accountability and
Well,
realize you are where you are. We all going through financial issues in the United States. It's not just your household or nobody else's.
but he told them what he was going to do. That's what I don't understand.
Well,
He straight out told them what he was going to do. I guess they didn't believe him, or they thought at the last minute come to his senses or something. Because he said exactly what he was going to do, and that's what he's doing. He didn't. He didn't sneak. He told them exactly what he was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I didn't understand why would they vote for him after that. But I don't understand why blacks vote for him. So I don't know. I'm just lost.
Yeah, I'm mad at the blacks that voted for him too.
Mm-hmm.
I voted anybody that voted for him. I'm sorry, but now this is going to affect our farming community. They could not work today in Central California in the citrus farms because no employee showed up.
But food will go up.
Right.
They'll put that price of food. They pass it right on to us. If anybody pick the grapes will be, real high a pound.
Well, at the end of the day, what y'all saying is, look, we all gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
But we didn't all vote for it. That's the issue. Because it's easy now for somebody to come back, oh, well, we messed up and we should stick together now. Motherfucker. Oh, sorry. Yes, my channel. Motherfucker, we didn't stick together when you went to that damn voting booth and cast that shit for the orange head freak in the office. Nobody give a fuck about us then, right? So now it's pretty me. Oh my God. But I hate to see somebody mistreated regardless. But when you vote for them and now you want to cry, now we got a problem.
Harry, orange head freak.
Yeah, you're a freak. They just grab you by the coochie and,
Okay, Harry,
and price
okay.
of eggs still high. Actually, the price of eggs now are higher. So for people, he gonna make it great. He gonna lower grocery prices, energy prices, making the homes affordable. If you didn't have a house when Biden was in, you ain't gonna have one when Trump in. You'll be lucky if your family be able to eat in 2 weeks, because he's out here to screw over all America, not just Latinos, Hispanics, blacks, all minorities, and the poor whites are the ones who don't agree with his freaky ideas.
I agree with you because everything's going to go up. Everything's going to go sky high. So everybody's going to pay a price.
Yep. So that's pretty much where we at. And like with these policies, hopefully tomorrow we can come back and catch up on what they're trying to push through and all these things, executive orders. But let's focus on what's happening in the street. But this is what they asked for. And when I say that, the people who voted for it voted against their own family members, their own community. Just because you felt like you was high and mighty, you had a job that paid well, your skin was a little lighter, or whatever the issue, or whatever the hell you did it. You thought you was somebody. You ain't gonna fit in. Snoop thought he would. It didn't work. All these people think I got this money, I can do this. I'm one of them now. You would never be.
What is Snoop hiding out?
Oh yeah, I mean he had some kind of whack ass response today.
He came out today. He was sad. He said he's still black, and he gonna always be black, and he don't care what you say. He invested in crypto. No, it's bothering him. It's bothering him. But anyway, his black card was stolen. We don't care about you either, Snoop. So go hide on Old Man Island because you're old and washed up, and we don't want you no more. Bye.
He through, yeah.
Yep, yeah, that's pretty much what's up. But now I'm gonna get into, you guys know I love clips. Cause like my clips help explain the shit. It give it some kind of visual effect to it. Well, for me, at least that's what I think. But here's Whoopi on The View talking about how she feel about it this morning.
Border czar Tom Holman has started using ICE agents to conduct a nationwide raid and the U.S. military to carry out mass deportations of undocumented citizens. Now, he told ABC News chief global affairs correspondent Martha Raddatz that this is just the beginning. Take a look.
Is this what we will see every single day, ending in what the president has promised is millions and millions being deported?
Yes, but you're going to see the numbers steadily increase, the number of arrests nationwide as we open up the aperture.
The estimates of perhaps those who have been convicted or arrested in the past, 700,000 to over 1 million. So after you do that, then you go after everybody who is there illegally.
If you're in the country illegally, you're on the table.
The acting Homeland Security Secretary said in a statement, criminals will no longer be able to hide in America's schools and churches to avoid arrest. What criminals are hiding in schools?
How many MS-13 members are the age of 14 to 17? Many of them.
So, is this the immigration system fix that people had in mind when they voted? Do you think?
Well, it's hard to tell at this table because no one voted for him. But I think if you were, I don't know yet. It's kind of, it's disturbing what we're seeing, and the headlines and all the coverage would make you think that there's this massive deportation. But by numbers, contextually, President Obama still remains the deporter in chief. Even if Trump continues at this rate, he will not even hit what President Obama hit in 1 year with 400,000. But the point here is that it's meant to be a PR campaign. So it's meant to scare people. That's what they're doing right now. And when you look at these flights where they are deporting people back to their origin nation, we don't know who they are. And that's where I'd like to see more transparency. If indeed, right now, everyone on these flights is a violent criminal, I think we can all agree everyone thinks they should leave the country. We were saying that this morning. It's common sense. But what we're not getting is a breakdown of who these people are. On the first day of Trump's presidency, DHS, there was a press release, and they said that they had nabbed more than 300 illegal migrant criminals, including 1 attempted murder and 1 child molester. But what about the other 298? What was their crime? Because I think either you own the fact that these are all violent criminals and break down who these people are, what their crime was, and tell the American people, or tell us what they really are and let us have a healthy debate over the disagreement of how this is being carried out.
Yeah. See, that's what I was saying too. Like, they real fast to go out there and to try to justify them deporting all these people. We getting rid of the criminals. No, hell you're not. If you knew the record and about all these criminals you're picking up, you would have read them off. I got 79 Kers. I got this. Out of 300, you name a couple people with a record. Them other people, and really, they made a mistake when they was having some of these raids. And actually, don't quote me on this. It was a military guy. He could have been an officer, you know, a former officer in the military. They arrested him. It was a military person that served in the military. So they would deport any damn body. And see, those people going to these damn boxes, voting, they, didn't care about their own community. Everybody pays for this shit. It's going to be innocent bystanders that get caught up into this bullshit because you want to make America great again. Secure the borders. Enough of the talking about it. You can secure the borders and set up a system where you can legalize other people in the United States. Do that. But both sides need to get together and work on this shit. And as far as all the stuff we going through now, the only thing I can say, people can say we can pray on it. But I just know this. You didn't vote right the first time. It's a new election in 2 years. No, not for president, but if you vote for senators and congressmen that can block the other shit that Trump want to do, that's what we need to do in 2 years. That's my fix.
See, I think the problem is they're all crooks. the Democrat and Republican. They're not. I don't think neither one is for. They're for power of their own self, their own checkbook. They, so I don't know. I just don't see no end to it because none of them care about the poor people. It might be some people in there care, but it's not enough. So I just think
what we saw this weekend was it made me want to throw up. You're going into hospitals, schools. What, that makes you a tough person because you can get a gang of kids that have nothing to do with this. This is not in their power. This is their parents or their family. Kids don't make the decisions. It makes you feel like a big guy because you can go in schools and round up kids. And then in some schools, the principals wouldn't let them in. In other schools, the teachers called on their children.
Mm.
Yeah.
On their children.
Well, I mean, when they go into the schools like that and they take the kids, what the parents separate them from the parents, or they go to the house and get the parents too?
I don't know. I just see what I see on the news. And right now they're showing them going in the schools, but they don't show them bringing them out, and they don't show them putting them in them damn cages that they got for them. They don't show that. They just go in with machine GUNs to a damn kindergartners. It's just disgusting.
That's awful. Mm.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what's going on right now. Like, that's why I said this video is strictly just what's happening in these damn streets, because they had a raid in Adams County, Colorado. They say that drugs was taken out and 50 undocumented immigrants were handed over by ICE and taken away by bus. And here's a video clip of that.
Detention started at 3. We got there about 5:30, 5:45. That's the pictures you're seeing right now. And we counted about 50 people on that bus. They pulled away. They're being processed as we speak. We're told they have criminal records. We're not sure at what level, but they are being held right now by ICE agents. The process continues. There were drugs inside, some dollar amounts. We're not sure.
Hey, they busting them out.
Yeah,
They're busting them out. And you notice they didn't give you no breakdown on how many criminals that they.
Because they're not criminals. Those are people that come to the United States because they want a better life for themselves. All they want to do is work. And I don't know if you noticed, some of them didn't even have jackets in that line. It was freezing cold. Some of them didn't even have jackets. All they want to do is work and have a better life for themselves. But United States thinks they're all high and mighty, and they look down on them. That's why they call them aliens. Who calls a human being a damn alien? It was just bad what happened this weekend. Bad.
No, I agree. Now,
and,
see,
and Dr. Phil needs to go somewhere.
yeah, I mean,
sit down.
We'll get to his ass in a few minutes.
Okay, sorry.
But the whole thing is this: like, people, they came out to try to please the public, and what they would say is use terms like this: 50 undocumented people, drugs was found. How much drugs? Did everybody have drugs? Was the drugs on one? You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll come out with this stuff so people can say, yes, he's cleaning up America. Trump is doing this. Trump is out there being racist. He don't want no minorities in this country unless you working at Mar-a-Lago, right? He don't want that shit. And now they come out with, we found cash and all that stuff. They use these words to make it feel like they went and broke up a crime ring. You know what I'm saying? Like a crime ring or some shit like that. But they ain't breaking down who they taking out. But they use it for the news. See, he's cleaning up the streets. That's some bullshit.
You know who else cleaned up the streets, Perry?
Huh?
The Gestapo back in Germany during Hitler's reign. He would go in people's houses and take them out, go to their jobs, take them out. It's too reminiscent of a terrible time in the United States history. They should be embarrassed to what happened back in Germany during those times. But he's not embarrassed. He's trying to repeat the formula.
Well, that's pretty much what he's doing. That's pretty much what he's doing. And then if that wasn't bad enough, like, remember how you just talking about how some teachers trying to protect the schools and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
You got this Texas teacher who invite ICE to raid his school. Quote, he says, I have many students who don't speak English. Right? And so he says, sports fan 3434, that's his thing, I guess. Y'all should come to Fort Worth, Texas, to Northside High School. I have many students who don't even speak English, and they are in the 10th, 11th grade. They have to communicate through their iPhone translator with me. That use.gov should totally overhaul our school systems in Texas too. So you got teachers. Well, he shouldn't be a teacher.
But I think he made that up.
Huh?
Nope, I think he's making that up. Ain't nobody in the 11th and 12th grade that's going to school that can't talk English. I don't buy that one. He just saying something. He's exaggerating.
No, I'm with you there. But I'm just saying they feel entitled now to come out here just with saying something racist like that.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. And they did it there. And then here's another raid in Chicago.
Aquí al lado de mi casa, señores. Llegó migración. Ay, Diosito. Ay, Diosito.
Now you see that?
Jeez.
It's terrible. It's inhumane.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you was to call them to report an emergency, they probably wouldn't even show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad to say, they probably wouldn't show up. And I got to get over feeling bad by saying, shit, they getting what they voted for. But here's this Latino woman crying after voting for Trump.
This is so crazy that we voted for Trump. We trust him with the word that he promised us Latinos. This is crazy that starting next week, multiple cities will be hitting immigration. That is so crazy that multiple people are scared to go to work. When I work at, a lot of Latinos did not go to work. And that's crazy because we have a living too. I hate that I voted for him. Now I'm so scared for my family and y'all family. Y'all, we need to come together and do something about this.
So now she's crying and worried. I'm so worried about my family. But you didn't give a damn when you cast that vote because you said F everybody else or the things they said they was going to take from other minorities. But now you want to worry about your family, worry about somebody going to work when your ass should have just voted the right fucking way. That's what I'm thinking. Pops?
I mean, Pop, what do you think was going on when they voted against their own people?
Well, the ones that were legal, have always been a group of most of the Border Patrol is Mexicanos from here. because I worked there before, and most of them are Mexicanos against their own people. But the other ones, the regular people, never stood up for us. They went, whoever was against us, they was right with them. Like you said, they you can hardly feel sorry for them because probably some did, but it wasn't enough to say that they were helping the blacks, so they was with the blacks, And so all the civil rights and all the stuff we went through, they disagreed with the ones that was enslaving us because they wanted favors. So they got favors from them all the time, but they trickle them all the time because they ain't getting paid nothing. But they go with whoever's in power all the time on jobs and stuff, stitch on you and everything. And then when they get in bad shape, here they come, like you saying, here they come. Want you to help them. But it's hard to help somebody that didn't help themselves. All they did was went along. As long as it wasn't them, as long as they were just talking about black people, they went along with it, and started acting they were real prejudiced against us. We never did nothing to them. There's a lot of Mexicanos that was prejudiced against black. They still are, but now you want help. Now you want us to ride in and help you.
And not just help.
But the government side, everything is going to go sky high. That's simple. We're going to be paying out the nose for stuff. Everything going up.
I've seen this one clip of this one woman. She was crying. She was asking black people for help. She said, "Can you guys support us? Look what he's doing to our communities. Can you support us?" And we have to say, "We tried. You didn't want the help."
Yeah.
They never helped us, but you hate to see anybody done wrong. But what you gonna do? We ain't got the power to stop them. In that kind of way.
And we're getting railroaded at the same time. So everybody's going through their trauma. But we had Al Sharpton today at Costco. You got all of these Walmart, Target, all these places saying they're not supporting DEI and actually sticking to it and don't feel bad about it.
What do you mean? What did he say, Al Sharpton?
Say it again. Sorry.
I said, when you say Al Sharpton was in...
Al Sharpton went to Costco in New York, and they did a visual outside. They walked it, and it was supporting that Costco remains strong and saying they're keeping their DEI program. And all this is going on at one time. You got the deportations going on over here, and then you got him rolling back DEI programs, student loans for our children. They don't want our children to go to school. He's trying to get rid of Black History Month. He's trying to get rid of Martin Luther King's Day, all at one time. Yep. And I think it was designed that way because you're going to worry about what affects you. So we got the Latinos over here. They're worried about what's going on over here. And you got the blacks over here worried about what's going on over here, because if they came together, we would make more noise, but they don't want us together. So he's doing raising at the same time. And that's to diminish support for both sides.
Yeah, it's always been like that. Divide and conquer, they call it. It's always been like that.
You could say, they ain't never did that to help us, but these people knew what was at stake. Like you said, when they was out there campaigning, they was getting rid of women's rights, just getting rid of the shit. But they vote for the man who want to get rid of the women's rights. They ain't even stand up for women. We ain't even talk about no race. Now, you want somebody to feel sorry for you because you voted, because you wanted a ticket on the bus to be deported, because you ain't got your documents. Sorry, I can't do it. Now, I hate to see people treated bad, but at the same time, innocent bystanders are being screwed over. This freak is in office, changing all kind of executive orders, screwing. Mostly, he want to deport the Latino and Hispanics and, people like that, but he want to take away our black people rights. And that's what he ended up just scratching off one at a time. And then if that wasn't bad enough, like, I'm not sure if Dr. Phil got bored being in the closet and wanted to bring his racist ass outside, because now Dr. Phil is joining up with Tom Holman, the border czar, to observe and document the raids in Chicago. Dr. Phil is full of shit, and he come across with this way of trying to speak to you, and he want everything to be legal, but he won't. If you probably ask him, did Donald Trump win the 2020 election, he probably say, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
oh yeah, no, Perry. He came out in support of Donald Trump. He would speak at the rallies. You didn't know that?
Yeah, no, I know that. But what I'm saying, like, we can't take him for what he tried to sell, because he probably won't even come out in public and say Donald Trump lost. Does that make sense?
Dr. Phil does not like Black people. He only semi-liked Oprah, and that's because she made him a millionaire.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's
Where's
his
he from?
Huh?
Where is Dr. Phil from?
Wichita, Texas.
Texas, right?
Texas.
Wichita, Texas.
Yeah, I mean, but here he is right now trying to explain that he's going out to do a great deal. He's going out there to showboat, and he's probably just over jealous right now, just overzealous because he's a racist, and now he want to go out there and see shit. But here his ass go trying to explain why he's getting involved.
Meet with Tom Holman, and we're going to brief what's happening tomorrow, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, go over all the security protocol, because it's a pretty high risk mission that we're going on. This truly is a targeted ICE mission, because they're not sweeping neighborhoods like people are trying to imply.
Bullshit, Dr. Phil. But
Yeah,
that's the shit I'm telling you. And y'all can stop me.
He's lying.
I mean, cause just like 2 minutes, so y'all can stop me anytime. This is not what you think it is. Like, you don't like minorities, and you also think we fucking stupid.
I know that because I've been involved in this heading into this. They've identified 270 high-value targets. And what I mean by that is these are known criminals and terrorists. We're talking about murderers, child traffickers, child rapists. We're talking about bad actors, both in the countries they've come from.
Dr. Phil ought to be ashamed of himself.
Yeah,
Stop lying. They are not deporting child ours. They're not deporting only bad people. They're deporting hardworking families. You're lying, sir. You're a liar and a racist. I cannot believe nobody would know who you were if it wasn't for Oprah Winfrey.
That's right.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. A Black woman put you on, and you still have so much hate and racism in your heart. You continue to spread these lies. These are lies.
Yep.
Children are not rapists.
Yeah.
They went into the schools. Children are not gang members. So stop it. Sorry, Perry.
No, you good.
And since they've been here in the United States, some of these people have 12, 15 arrest indictments, some convictions in their home countries and here. But yet they're on the streets. And that's who ICE is targeting to bring out of these communities.
Dr. Phil, and some of them don't even have no criminal record. So stop bullshit.
So we're going after specific targets, not just sweeping neighborhoods and picking up anyone with a tan, anyone that looks like they don't belong here. Anybody belongs here. One thing I've learned about Tom Holman since I've come to know him, but he's got 3 objectives. 1, close the border, get it under control. 2, get the criminals, the dangerous people out of the communities and off the street. And 3, rescue these missing children. There are over 300,000 missing children. Some of them may be with family, that's fine. Let's identify that. Some of them have been trafficked into sweatshops, prostitution, really bad outcomes for these children. So those are the three objectives. And this one that we're working on starting in just a few hours is to get these bad actors off the street, these known violent criminals out of the community. How could anybody disagree with that?
Perry,
So
stop. If
he wanted
these
the
are
bad actors off the street, but he voted to put a bad actor in the White House. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's
I
talking about
understand.
criminals. He voted for one to be in the White House. But go ahead, Sherelle.
Donald Trump himself has a worse record than any of them kids. You're a convicted felon, sir. Stop calling children rapists. And how come we can't get at least one name of these criminal organizations that you sent back? Because let me tell you something. The real criminals, like the Sinaloa gang in Mexico, they don't come through the wilderness. They don't try to climb a fence. They're getting flown in. They're taking their tunnels from Mexico all the way, that's air conditioned, all the way to the United States. So you're not getting out the criminals. You're not stopping the drug influx that's coming into the United States. And it's coming into the United States from Mexico and Colombia.
America always use what we used to call in the 60s when the riots, blaming the victim. You know, they like the victim, you the victim of the stuff, but they blame you like you did something. That's where it's always been. They call it divide and conquer, so that's what they're doing to them.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Poppy's going in the hospital. Who is laying in the hospital on their bed?
Well, that's all for show.
It's
He just trying to show how powerful he is. I believe Donald Trump, and I could be wrong, and it might be racist, I don't know. But I believe he don't look on us and minorities, even people. I don't think he think of us as people. You know, either somebody to work or be used, but I don't think he look at us as a human being. And I know the Proud Boys and all them don't, so he think like they think.
Well, I wonder what the follow-up plan is. Okay, so you get rid of all the migrant workers. Who's going to work on these farms?
Right.
Well, if they have to, they'll take the prisoners out and make them
prisoners.
Well,
it ain't funny. They would do it.
No, we laughing, but he's saying they'll take them out in the fields
and make them pick it.
Yeah.
Wait, what? You think so?
Yeah, they will. Free labor. Who do you think make the license plates?
This can't get any worse. I am so done with the United States. We need somebody to pick our crops. That's what the migrant workers did. And they did it for pennies. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. They didn't even pay those people.
No,
but now they're not there.
Mm-hmm. But Pops ain't playing about that, though. If they had to replace them, that had to be the more logical place. And that's how they roll. Remember, I mean, where do we start? On the plantation, out in the field, right? That's where they'll just bust your ass from the penitentiary out there to do it. But Dr. Phil is so much full of shit. Like, he really want to clean the streets and do all this and support a man who just let out how many people from January 6th? If those weren't criminals, who is? You know what I'm saying? Like, that is crazy. He let them out. But that's when he was in his hotel, say he's getting ready for it. And maybe he just wants some camera time or something. Well, we know he's racist, but now he's out here on a raid right now.
Well, Donald Trump don't want to have a person, I think. Sorry. We don't want to leave off. Yes. He's never going to leave off.
Where are you from?
Where I was born or where I'm from?
Where are you born?
Thailand.
You've been deported before from the United States?
No.
Never been deported?
I've been in the system before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you been charged with?
Charged where?
Before?
Now, Wayne, he'd asked those people that got released on January 6th. Dr.
Harry,
Phil,
why it's worse than that? Why is Dr. Phil there?
He ain't ISIS.
Yeah, he doesn't work for ICE. Why is he there?
It's almost like he loved what he's seeing right now. Like he's in heaven right now. It's his opportunity to go out and be racist, get camera time, and portray America the way he see it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get one person here or there and over dramatize it to be what he want America, well, what he want us to think America is. You know what I'm saying? Or no?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
But
what's up, Liz? She said, I accidentally timed out DS. Perry, can you please undo it? Ah, shit. Oh, time out. She might have to come back in 5 minutes. I don't know how I can do it from here. Okay, but let's get back to this video. And sorry, D.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna talk about lawyer.
Yeah. Are you a citizen?
My mom's a citizen.
Your mother's a citizen?
Yes.
But you're not?
Nope.
But you've never been deported before?
You Dr. Phil. You look like Dr. Phil.
Yeah? How do you know me?
No, I seen Dr. Phil, you know, on TV.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is an example of sanctuary cities, right? We got an illegal alien convicted of sex crimes involving children. And he's walking the streets of Chicago. Again, the downfall, the problem with the sanctuary city, that people like us walking the street rather than local law enforcement working with federal agents. This is what we're dealing with.
Yeah. You've been charged with sex crimes with children?
Not really.
Not really? And never been deported?
Nope.
Huh. Let's take them in, process and lock them up.
Got it, sir.
And look, my
Jeez.
thing is this.
Out of all them people that find one person.
One.
And
This is for
put him on the camera.
propaganda.
Yeah,
Right.
propaganda.
I mean,
Yeah,
they didn't interview any of those damn kids. They
Yeah.
didn't interview mothers crying.
No.
They didn't interview anybody that walked through the water and their legs got cut up by the barbed wire. They didn't interview anybody who tried to climb the fence and fell to their death. They didn't interview any of those people. They find some one nut job out of thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Phil, please go somewhere and sit down. You're
No.
there. I said, what is he doing there? He's there for propaganda.
And look, if that guy, you know, I'm not saying the guy wasn't charged with these things. Whatever it was, if this guy was charged for it, we shouldn't need ICE to fix this problem. We need to fix the justice system. People like that shouldn't be out on the street. And if he was undocumented in prison or whatever, his ass should have been left the country a long time ago. Because at this point, Barack has gotten rid of more than what Trump did, but he want to publicize his. Trump, he just want to take the photo ops and all this crazy bullshit. But, you know, that's crazy.
It's going to be real bad, I believe, for blacks, not because they're going to take us back, but everything going to get sky high. Police going to start riding down on the youth again, you know, because now he done gave them a green light. So they're going to be harassing the teenagers, locking up people and stuff real bad. We're going to get irritable to blacks, and we're going to get out there and start marching and arguing and fighting again. But Trump is going to call in the army, but this time he ain't going to say, just round them up. He's going to try to have them beating us up. It's going right back to the way it used to be, you know, because nobody's going to stay around and not be able to feed the food so high you can't feed your family, or there ain't no jobs and stuff. So that brings conflict. They make people, I don't care who you are, start saying, well, shoot, I can't live. You got to do me. I need some money. So they start doing crime. They lock them up. We see them being unfair, hitting blacks in the head, the police and stuff. Then when we say something and start marching, he gonna call the army in, and they, so we in danger too.
Right.
And the worst part of it all is I was going out of state, me and Perry, and the whole state of Nevada, there's only 2 real cities. Lots of land, lots of undeveloped land. We go into Utah, lots of land, lots of undeveloped land. So even all that we don't have enough room is bullshit to begin with too. Why can't they develop a system that if you want to come to the United States and it's a country based on immigrants, that maybe you go to school and you help doing this and this, and then you eventually become a citizen? Why are we keeping them out to begin with? It's not overcrowded. These are lies.
They don't want to be outraced. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. They don't want to be the minority in the United States. There's lots of undeveloped land. Wyoming, Montana. You can start putting housing developments in these places. Education, schools, some kind of humane process where a person can come in that want a better life for themselves. But they don't want them there because they don't want the United States to be primary Hispanic. Those are the people they're worried about. So it's just all lies. It's just, go ahead, Perry. Sorry.
No, I agree with you. And, we look, it's multiple raids. But now here's another raid. I'm just trying to catch everybody up. Here's a raid that went down in Boston.
The operation begins before dawn. Agents with ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, who asked us to conceal their identities, gearing up at a parking lot in suburban Boston. We're along for the ride.
We don't do large-scale roundups. Every individual that's here today has come to our attention because they've been arrested by a local municipality for a felony or an egregious crime.
So after several hours of waiting, they've just found one of their targets and we're on the move. When we arrive, we see an immigrant from the Dominican Republic who ICE says is here illegally and is a convicted sex offender. He tells me he came to the U.S. for a better way of life and denies the charges against him. He's led away in handcuffs. ICE agents had been watching this particular subject for at least a week. On this day, it took about 16 ICE agents to arrest 5 immigrants who ICE says are undocumented, have criminal records, and had been released on bail by local jurisdictions instead of being turned over to ICE, each requiring 40 to 80 hours of surveillance beforehand. Do you have enough resources to do this?
No, we don't. And that's one of the problems that, when jurisdictions don't cooperate with us, we have to go out into the community, which puts our officers at risk.
But these are the waning days of the Biden administration. President-elect Trump won, pledging to do much more, including mass deportations. And after Democratic city and state officials vowed to block Trump's deportation plan, incoming border czar Tom Holman is doubling down with this warning.
If they cross that line and knowingly harbor and conceal illegal alien, well, I'm going to seek prosecution.
I am concerned of what a mass deportation would look like for them.
Attorney Valerie Napier is an immigrant advocate who says calls to her clinic have tripled since Trump was reelected.
What do you say to those people who voted for Donald Trump and wanted a crackdown in the immigration system?
Not everyone is a criminal.
We pressed ICE about its current mission. There are some who fear that ICE will also arrest immigrants that are here that may not have criminal records. To that, you say what?
To that, what we are focused on is obviously public safety, national security threats. But then there are those, too, that have exhausted all legal means. In the end, they've been ordered legally removed from the United States, and we'll go ahead and effect those removal orders.
2 U.S. officials tell NBC News that even before any mass deportation plans, ICE is already facing a budget shortfall of $230 million.
Yeah. So the guy couldn't answer the question. Are all of them going to be criminals? He avoided the question and just moved on because a lot of them aren't. We can sit here and play the game and act like all of them criminals, but as soon as they get one with criminal pass, they going to make sure they put that on every newspaper, across every social media site, just so you would believe they only doing this to criminals. If these guys were that big of a criminals, we should fix our justice system because that's what's broken. They asses shouldn't be out. They shouldn't be out. And thanks, Rita, for that super chat a few minutes ago. Thank you. Sherelle, Pops, y'all got anything to say about that?
No, I'm absolutely done.
Yeah, but so that's what's happening there. Now, I want to go into this because this got a big effect. This is going to have a big effect on our economy. Like they talking about having raids at Home Depot. It's going to hurt companies. It's going to hurt communities, but they don't give a damn, right? And this next clip I'm going to show you is undocumented immigrants films their these undocumented immigrants film themselves hiding from ICE. That kind of shit right there remind me of Hitler. Remember when they come knocking on people's doors, they would have to hide and everything?
Yeah.
You guys remember that? Hmm?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
So it just messed up. Like, and that's pretty much with this whole situation, that's what it's boiling down to. People scared to leave their house. People got to hide every time somebody tap on the door or a car park in front of their house. I think
right now they make it seems like it's going to be a Mexican problem, but it's not going to be.
Right.
You'll see stuff is going to be sky high when he start taxing all the other countries and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Your money ain't going far at all. You'll see it's going to affect the ones here, the citizens.
Yep. Let's see, that's not right one. Let me see.
But the only thing might come down is gas. Since he said he's going to start drilling again.
Yeah.
But food going to be sky high.
Let me see. Nice. No, it's not. Okay. Okay. This clip. I hope this is the right clip. Let me see. Okay. I just want to make sure it's the right clip before I got into it. But this is a ICE raid in Oxnard, California, Walmart.
At Walmart, I want to warn everyone. ICE is here, La Migra. Watch. Careful, guys. Huh?
Mom, I get candy.
There's like 7 of them, and they went different ways.
So people got to really be living in fear for the next 4 years. Now, granted, I mean, we got to fix our immigration system. We got to come up with some kind of way where they can apply for citizenship. Because look, at the end of the day, they here now. The ones that's here, secure the borders. But the ones that's here, they here now. And that's the way it should be. And, you know, we got to fix it. Secure the borders. Don't let nobody in. Set things up on the other side of Mexico or Canada or wherever they're coming from. But fix it to where people can apply and be treated like other countries. Because in Mexico, they walk across. Canada, they can walk across. But where are all the other immigrants coming from that's flying in? They flying in. They'll fly in with a visa. It'll expire. They don't do shit. But they want to act like all the immigrants are just from Mexico, basically Mexico, you know, if you left it to them. But this next clip I'm going to show you, this is just like a Venezuelan immigrant says he's worried about ICE and don't have a plan.
So I have 5 kids. I have a 4-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 10-year-old, an 18-year-old, 20-year-old, and my wife. Also traveling with us all along the way was my in-law. So it was a very stressful time, obviously being responsible for them. You know, we traveled throughout all the countries that you need to pass to in order to arrive here. We walked together, took buses, took planes, took trains through Ecuador, Guatemala, Mexico. And so after a long journey, I'm happy to say my kids have gotten really involved in their community here. The kids are all studying, all in school. 2 of them are in baseball teams over in Lincoln Park. And actually the youngest one, it's his dream to play for the Chicago Cubs one day. Yeah, just really looking forward to hopefully, getting everything that we need so that my kids can live out their dreams. I wish I could say I have a plan, but everything has been, it feels like there's a new sort of surprise every day. It was a real punch to the gut, just hearing the news come out and hearing from my coworkers that there were raids. And on the one hand, if I stop working, I can't provide for my family. I can't put food on the table.
So that's the bottom line. But people are just too damn scared at this point. They're scared, and I really can't blame them.
Yeah, they got a right to be.
I mean, because they're out there to, take them from their homes and anything else and deport them. That's sort of where we at. And I just wanted to give you guys an update on just basically that's what's been going on in the streets all day. Tomorrow we'll go back to talk about the policies they's trying to put in place, executive orders, and just the other part of the politics stuff. But I wanted to take the day to catch everybody up and look, it's been a week. And this shit is already in effect. But so Pops, you got anything?
No. Just a shame. There's just awful.
Mm-hmm.
Almost lost for words.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Because I know it's gonna get worse, and it's gonna affect us too. Because food
it's affecting us now, but they're doing it at the same time. So
no, I mean it's gonna affect us really bad when they up this food, when we can't go in the store and buy groceries. Some people can't afford groceries now.
Yeah. I mean, because we're going to run across that problem. If they empty those fields out and don't have nobody to collect the crops, the grocery store is going to end up being empty.
But they're going to put the prisoners out there. They won't let it go empty.
So
they're going to be a lot of prisoners, so they'll study be arresting people.
Yeah, well, that pretty much sums it up for what I got to say today. Sherelle, you got any last words?
Ridiculous.
Pops, how about you?
Ridiculous.
It really is. But at the end of the day, that's what they voted for. I mean, when I say they, everybody who voted for Trump. And they think that because they voted for Trump, that it's not going to be no repercussions for their asses. But they'll find out. They'll find out because we all got to buy food, even the Trumpsters.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost them more and more also. So if y'all ain't got nothing else, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with something. And if you like the video, please give the video a like. It really helps. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think they feel like they getting what they asked for? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about all these raids or Dr. Phil jumping into the fray? Like, it's just straight up racism running through these streets right now. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments. Until tomorrow, I'll see y'all later.
See you.
Bye, Dr. Phil.